Hello guys, this is Kaishiro. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about top 5 budget staples that are under $1 or in Philippines, 50 pesos. But due to inflation rate, it's around almost 60 in today's numbers. But this is not an economy class, so let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! We are going to discuss top 5 staples that are under $1, as I have said. So these are the staples that you might need or would have if you are a budget player or looking for budget options and spicy techs. So without further much ado, let's get started. So coming at number 5, we have Book of Eclipse. So Book of Eclipse is similar to Swords of Concealing Light that are able to face down monsters in the game scenario. So Book of Eclipse is a very relevant card right now on the meta, especially the best deck on this format, Tearlaments Ishizu, doesn't have Omni Negate on their field setup with the usual board of Lulukoros and uh, Kaleido Heart. So, unless they're playing the Grapha Fusion, but most of the time they don't have an Omni Negate on their field setup. So, Book of Eclipse helps your going second play to uh, have a chance going second against them. Because when you flip summon those, when you flip face down those monsters of the Tearlaments monsters, they are not able to interrupt your plays, and more importantly, their impactful trap card, Tearlament Sulik, needs to have Tearlament's monster on the field to enable its effect. So, Book of Eclipse can be devastating against them. So that's why this is a very good card right now. And also it is also good on prevalent meta decks and tier 2 to 3 decks such as the Shadal Grass variant of Tearlaments with the Winda on the field, and also Fluandris because of the Empen and Windbar Statue. Book of Eclipse helps you to out those problematic boards. So this is my number 5 spot on this list. Coming at number 4, we have Mind Control. As I have said earlier, Tearlaments doesn't have Omni Negate on their board setup except for the Grapha. But luckily, most of the meta decks right now and prevalent decks doesn't always have Omni Negate also, except for the Sword Soul and Dragon Link. So, Sword Soul has Baroness and Dragon Link has Savage, so they have Omni Negates. But most of the decks such as Tri Brigade Sprite and Pendulum Draco Slayer and other decks that tend to end on Apollousa doesn't have Omni Negate, and also Tearlaments, as I have said earlier, they don't have Omni Negate. So, Mind Control is a good card to break their boards. Especially, Mind Control is very huge against Apollousa. So, Mind Control takes my number 4 spot, similar to the relevance of Book of Eclipse to shut down and destroy your boards on this current format. So, that's my number 4 spot, Mind Control. And we are going to number 3. We have Pankrataps. Pankrataps is a very versatile card, a timely card that can be very relevant on certain metas and a lot of formats. So, Pankrataps takes my number 3 spot due to its flexibility and adaptability to the format. Tearlaments can be traded with Pankrataps in their setup, and also Fluandris if they don't have Barrier Statue. And also, a lot of decks tend to end on one problematic card such as Sword Soul with Baroness. So, Pankrataps helps you to ease the problem with that game scenario. So, Pankrataps is also good against the Floodgates decks such as Runic that tends to have Floodgate cards such as Dimensional Crack or Fissure. So, Pankrataps takes my number 3 spot because it is good against mid-range combo decks, and also, more importantly, against control decks that has annoying floodgates on their board setup. So, you can name those floodgates as Dimension Fissure, Skill Drain, Gozen, Rivalry of Eldritch, and Runic. So, Pangrataps is a good card. And by the way, you cannot underestimate Runic and Eldritch on this format because those floodgates, if not answered, are very demolishing on your part because it is a floodgate. It can stop you from playing the game, and Pangrataps helps you to solve those problems. So, coming at number 2, we have the budget bestial cards, namely Bestial Druidworm and Bestial Saronir. We cannot include Magnumut on this part because Magnumut is above $1. So, only Druidworm and Saronir. If you are new to the OCG format on this time, you are you need to have knowledge against the best deck on this format, Tearlaments, because Tearlaments Shayren, Tearlaments have Nis, and Tearlaments Merly. Their core monsters have graveyard effects that needs to be shuffled on the deck to perform a fusion summon. So, Beasted can be quick play cards on your hand if your opponent has monsters to banish one light and dark monster in the graveyard to special summon them. So, it counters the Tearlaments strategy because it banishes the Tearlaments cards from the graveyard, such as these three, to interrupt their fusion summon mechanic. So, Bestial cards takes my number 2 spot due to the impact on the meta against the best deck in this format. And also, Bestial cards are good against, like I said earlier, Eldritch because Eldritch is a light monster. And also Runic because they have dark monsters, and a lot of decks, such as Bestial themselves, they can outmaneuver their plays with Bestial plays from the hand. So, they are the solid number 2 spot for me on this list. Coming at number 1, we have Ghost Bell. Ghost Bell is particularly good on the format due to a lot of good matchups and certain scenarios and interactions that we have currently on the meta. Especially the bestial variants such as Punk, Thunder Dragon, Bestial, Branded, Despia, Bestial, and Dragon Maid Bestial, and also Dragon Link Bestial are very polarized on this metagame. So, Ghost Bell answers a lot of bestial shenanigans and interactions such as the Dragon Maid Bestial because Ghost Bell can interrupt the Dragon Maid Tidying, the Branded in red in Bestial Branded. You can interrupt the Branded in red, and also the Chaos Space and Thunder Dragon shenanigans of Bestial Thunder Dragon on this format because they are graveyard reliant, so they are mobile on the graveyard setup. And also, Ghost Bell is not dead against the best deck because you can Bell a lot of Tearlaments interactions because Bell is a very versatile card on the meta. And also, the Tri-Brigade, Sprite Tri-Brigade, that is a very strong rogue deck. You can Bell the Revolt of Tri-Brigade, and there's a lot of more interactions of Ghost Bell in this current metagame format that helps you to win games on this metagame. So, these are my top 5 budget staples that are under $1 or 50 pesos in Philippines. So, thanks for viewing this video, and if you are new to my channel, like and subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Peace. Again.